Listen, just moments ago, someone collapsed onto the floor. It wasn't due to heat, fatigue, or stress. No, it was the burden of a single sheet of paper, their medical report. The word printed there didn't say cancer or diabetes. It said HIV. Those 3 letters divided their life into 2 parts, shattering everything they believed about the future. Why am I sharing this with you? Because this isn't just one person's story. It's a warning, a call to action. It's about our connections when life falls apart, about secrets, fear, and the decisions that follow. Pay attention. Here lies the shocking truth. That unfortunate individual is not far away. They are someone who shares your very home. Yes, my child. So, who exactly is this person living with the infection? Everything else will be unveiled in this message. So, let's begin. My child, yes, it's true. Just moments ago, someone fainted completely. They crumpled to the ground beneath their own feet and the paper they held. It slipped from their shaking hand. It lost its hold and fell beside them with a soft, final sound. But these were not just random papers. No, my child, these were medical reports. Reports bearing a weight heavy enough to bring a soul to its knees. And what was inscribed on those pages? It wasn't diabetes. It wasn't cancer. It was something that cut deeper. Yes, it was H4. The very word that shattered their world in an instant. You heard me correctly, my child. And before you even murmur, Lord, why are you telling me this? What does this have to do with me? I need you to grasp the next truth because it will astonish you. That unfortunate person is not a stranger, not someone far away, not a face lost in a distant crowd. This person resides under the same roof as you. Yes, someone you breathe the same air with. Someone whose footsteps resonate through the same halls, and you wonder, who is it? How did they come to have this? Why is this happening? Every answer is on its way, but I need you to stay with me. Do not look away because what I am about to disclose will challenge your heart. Please grant me the next 10 minutes, for in this brief time, you will witness what others cannot perceive. You will hear the truths that the world attempts to conceal. Yes, my dear child, everything will be unveiled. Now let us commence. To share the complete truth, I must take you back a few hours, to the very place where it all started, the hospital. Indeed, my child, it all began in a quiet waiting room where a solitary individual sat, anxiously awaiting a report that could alter everything. Their hands trembled uncontrollably. Their foot tapped against the cold floor, trying to pass the time, but the relentless ticking of the clock on the wall only made each second feel longer. Life continued around them. Nurses hurried by. Stretchers rolled past. Machines beeped in a steady cadence. Yet for this one heart, everything else faded away, consumed by thoughts of what might be contained within that report. Yes, my dear child. Finally, a door swung open. A doctor emerged, clutching a white envelope with their name clearly printed on the front. The paper appeared ordinary, unremarkable, yet it bore the weight of life itself. With shaking hands, they reached for it. Their eyes darted left and right, seeking a quiet place. Slowly, they made their way down the hallway, away from the chaos, away from prying eyes. Then came the deep breath, the careful tearing of the paper, the gradual unfolding of a truth too burdensome to bear. Their eyes scanned the report once, twice, then froze. Color drained from their skin, their chest tightened, knees buckled. In that moment, their body surrendered. They crumpled to the cold floor. The paper slipped from their grasp, landing beside them with a sound so faint it was almost imperceptible, overshadowed by the weight of its contents. Just 3 letters. Letters that felt like a death sentence. HIV. Yes, my dear child. But who was this individual? And how did this come to pass? That is the truth I am about to disclose. So if you are prepared to confront it, Grant me your final few minutes, for everything you need to know is on the horizon. Now let us begin. My child, pay close attention. Now this individual is no longer an unfamiliar face, not just a faceless figure lost among the masses. No, this is a person who shares the same air as you, someone whose footsteps resonate in the same corridors, someone who rests under the same roof where you lay your head. And deep within, your spirit already quivers with the awareness. You can sense it. You know who it is. But the question that burns even more intensely is, how could this person become entangled in such an affliction when they never treaded reckless paths? When they never embraced a life of peril? When their decisions were cautious, pure, and steady? Even the angels themselves gazed upon those documents and murmured, "How can this be?" Because, my child, heaven does not merely skim the surface. Heaven delves deeper, beyond the gossip, beyond the simple answers, beyond what is visible. And what was revealed shook the very foundation of truth itself. It was not just the illness, not merely the 3 letters inscribed in cold ink. No, there was something more sinister. A shadow lurking beneath the shadow. A reason concealed behind the reason. Because the sickness was merely a symptom, the true narrative ran far beneath the surface. Yes, my child, this is the reality I am preparing to present to you. So keep your heart steady. Do not look away, because the next words you hear will transform your perspective entirely. And that is precisely what I am about to disclose. My child, pay attention to me now. Because the report you dreaded so intensely was never genuine. Every word on that document was fabricated, bought, orchestrated, and implanted. It was a falsehood penned with the ink of malevolence. And its aim was not to diagnose, not to caution, but to annihilate. They sought to shatter a spirit that never belonged to them, to bury a name under a stigma it never bore. Yes, my child, that was their weapon, a tool of shame, a tool of fear. But here is the part that wounds the most deeply. This assault did not originate from a stranger. It did not come from a distant foe without a face or identity. It emerged from close to home, from someone who has shared your meals, someone who has heard your laughter, someone who has known your secrets, a family enemy. They waited for years in the shadows. They sharpened their bitterness like a blade. They watched for the perfect moment to strike. But they forgot something. My word stands. And my word says in Isaiah 54 verse 57, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against you in judgment, you shall condemn." Their weapon was the report. Their weapon was the lie. But they forgot the battle belongs to me. Because while they have made their move, heaven is about to make mine. And when heaven moves, no scheme can stand, no shadow can hide, no lie can live. So hold your heart steady. Do not fear, because the next thing I reveal will show you how I turn every weapon into a testimony of victory. And that is the move I am about to unveil. My child, hear me now, and hear me well. Though they tried to curse, I will turn it into a blessing. Though they tried to shame, I will lift you up. Though they plotted to ruin, I will restore. Because my word does not break, and my word has already spoken. It is written in Genesis 50:20:20. You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. Yes, my child, their hands wrote lies, but my hand writes truth. And my truth outlives every scheme, outlasts every whisper, outshines every shadow. They thought their plot was clever. They believed their plan was hidden, but heaven saw it all. I saw it all because nothing escapes my sight. Not the ink on their paper, not the malice in their heart. And in the end, every plot of the enemy collapses under the weight of my justice. So lift your head, my child. Lift it high. Do not tremble at what man can write on paper. For I have already written your destiny in heaven's book, and no false report can erase what I, the Lord, have spoken over your life. Yes, their words will fade, their signatures will smear, but my promise remains. My covenant remains intact, because what I bless cannot be cursed. What I construct cannot be destroyed. What I declare cannot be undone by any falsehood. So let the papers ignite. Let the gossip disperse. Let the adversary observe as I dismantle every plot. For I am the Lord, your protector, your restorer, your triumph. This battle was never yours to engage in. It has always belonged to me. And now, my child, you will witness firsthand how I transform their weapon into your testimony. Stand strong. Fear nothing. For the narrative I create cannot be halted, my impatient child. You must learn to trust my timing. I understand this is one of the most challenging lessons for your human heart to accept. Your clock ticks with urgency, but mine ticks with perfection. Your timeline is shaped by what you can perceive, while mine is guided by what I know is on the horizon. Rest assured that right now, I am aligning all the elements to fulfill my plan for your life. While you fret over delays, I am orchestrating connections. While you feel frustrated by closed doors, I am preparing the right door to swing open at the ideal moment. While you question the burden, I am coordinating every detail for your ultimate benefit. I have been working in your favor long before you faced the challenge. Before you even realized you would need that job, I was softening your future employer's heart. Before you understood you needed healing, I was already setting the miracle in motion. Before you recognized the need for that relationship, I was molding both hearts for the perfect encounter. Do not grow impatient and attempt to force doors open. Doors that require force are not the ones I have for you. My doors open with divine ease when the timing is right. Do not try to make things happen through your own strength. Your strength has its limits, but my strength knows no bounds. The answer will come, and it will arrive right on time. Not early, not late, but exactly when it needs to come for the greatest blessing. Trust my perfect timing. It is never wrong, my healing child. One day, we will forget the pain, the reasons behind our tears, and the individuals who hurt us. That moment is approaching faster than you might expect. The sharp sting of betrayal that feels so intense right now will eventually diminish. The harsh words that echo in your mind will fade into silence. The faces of those who have caused you pain will lose their ability to hurt you. We will come to understand that the key to true freedom lies not in seeking revenge, but in allowing events to unfold naturally and in their own time. Freedom is not achieved through retaliation. It is found in the act of letting go. It does not arise from making others suffer. It comes from relinquishing your claim to what they owe you. Revenge binds you to your past, while forgiveness liberates you to welcome your future. By allowing things to unfold in their own way and time, you are placing your trust in a greater vision, knowing that justice is ultimately mine. Remember, what truly matters is not the beginning, but the conclusion of our story, which reveals how well we navigated our journey. Your start does not dictate your finish. Your history does not shape your destiny. What truly counts is how you conclude your journey, and you are destined to finish with strength, filled with love, grace, and triumph. So, embrace joy, laugh, forgive, have faith, and love once more. Do not allow the scars of yesterday to rob you of today's happiness. Do not let past wounds deprive you of future joy. Your heart was designed for love, not for holding on to grudges. Let love prevail. Let healing take its course. Let freedom flourish. Your most remarkable chapter is still in the process of being written.